What's going on, cold world? Young K.LaNe Hotel coming at you live and direct today. I hope all is well with you and yours. Hope that this message finds and meets you in a great place. If not in a great place, you already know what I'm about to say. I hope that it'll push you in a better place. You dig what I'm saying? Listen, a lot of times in life, you may walk into a situation, walk into an environment, be in a relationship, be amongst people. I'm just trying to paint scenarios where they cannot see the greatness within you. It's okay. What I come to realize is that the Most High moves in very meticulous ways. He knows exactly what he's doing, why he's doing it, when he's doing it, why he's doing it, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it doesn't make sense to us. A lot of times we look at things, we view things from a very obscure type of perspective. Our viewpoint is very low. He sits high and looks low. You dig what I'm saying? It's like an ego perspective. If we were to think, you know what I'm saying, just looking out at nature, you feel me? From that vast perspective, you can see all the moving pieces around things. With us, in our perspective, it's almost like when we're in the car. You can look to the left and to the right of you. You can look in your rearview mirror. If you have a mirror or a point of reflection to see behind you in your immediate space, and you can look directly in front of you. You dig what I'm saying? But from our perspective on the ground, that's all we can see is the ground view. You dig what I'm saying? If we were to raise up, you know what I'm saying, higher and higher, we see a lot more moving pieces. That if we had this perspective every day when it came to life, I'm quite sure we'll move a lot different. And that's why he always encourages us, don't lean into your own understanding when it comes to things. We might want to apply certain tactics, methods, and ideologies, philosophies, or whatever we come across, you understand what I'm saying, to certain situations. But we may be, given the wrong medicine due to the fact that it's an improper diagnosis on the situation. You dig what I'm saying? And that's a lot of times when it comes with you as well. People might misjudge you, you know what I'm saying, because they never seen something like you before. They never seen the combination. They might have seen certain traits and characteristics in individuals, but never collectively into one person. So therefore, when you come along, it's always too good to be true. They got to find a fault in you because they never seen consistency like this. This doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. The math is not mathing in their mind from their perspective. You dig what I'm saying? Because they haven't raised up. You understand what I'm saying? Some say vibration, but I just say in spirit, because those are two different things. You dig what I'm saying? You talking about energy and matter, you talking about spirit. You know, you can sit there and try to define spirit with a composition of it. You dig what I'm saying? But they are two different things. You understand what I'm saying? They exist in two different realms. Both of them in the form of ether, to the point that you can touch some of it and some of it you can't. You understand what I'm saying? Some of it, when it comes to matter, you gotta look into a microscope. So with the human eye, you probably can see microscopic things moving on a piece of fabric or on a surface. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna take an extra lens, you understand what I'm saying, to lock in. It's the same thing when it comes to that spirit world. You feel what I'm saying? It's the same exact thing. You dig? When you tap into, they say, the third, the pineal, some don't even refer to it at all. You understand what I'm saying? Because it just depends where you are in your situation. And I'm not trying to mix ideologies here. I'm just calling out what it is. You know what I'm saying? So once we awaken, because the Bible talks about this too, we're talking about your eyes in singular. Once you awaken on the inside, you understand what I'm saying? When you tap into your spirit on the inside, you activate. But the activation within you, you understand what I'm saying? It has to be conducive in a direction. You understand what I'm saying? In other words, who's your pilot of your plane? You feel me? Are you tapping in with the Most High, or are you tapping in with other celestial beings that's giving you form of divination, or like familiar spirits, you know what I'm saying, that's giving you type of information to allow you to embark on a journey in a certain direction, in a certain way, because they already know who you are in the spirit. So in other words, once you come to your realization, what you understand is they too had a role, or have a role, in God's army. Some of them have stepped down from their mantle because they want to be worshipped by man, just like the Most High. You see what I'm saying? Now, of course, we only hear about Lucy, but there's others that followed him as well. So if there's others that followed him as well, he might be the one as far as in the highest of that hierarchy. But there's other ones, other deities, just like, you understand, you got angels, you got demons, right? You got other so-called neutral, I won't even say neutral, but they do serve their own purpose. Now, I might be going too deep for other people, but Marvel Comics is already exposing this stuff to you guys. They're just giving it to you in a superhero type of aspect. I'm going to digress on that just a tad bit. But the point I'm making is a lot of us are falsely worshiping things or tapping into things and then looking at it as it's higher than us, when if we tap into ourselves and our higher abilities, you will understand you're looking at and you're talking to a peer. That's why it doesn't make any sense to tap into anything else but the Most High, the Alpha and Omega of all, the creator of all. It doesn't make any sense for me to worship or put on a pedestal something that was created by the Most High. Systems are systems, just like everybody's trying to pay homage to the universe for everything happening. Well, you know, you put it into the universe, or I'm not finna worship a creation, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is like me worshiping a star. I'm not gonna do that. You understand what I'm saying? It makes no sense. You feel me? And this is what I'm saying. Once you understand who you are, and I'm still tapping into this. I'm just scratching the surface with myself. I'm just being real now. I might seem deep to y'all and whatever, but I'm humble enough to understand it was a point of time in this world and in certain communities right now, well, humbly, I don't know anything. But to know something means you know nothing at all. I'm gonna let that marinate and sizzle for a minute. However, like I said, back to the point at hand. Once you tap into all of these faculties within oneself, that's when you recognize that you are the gift in the present. This is why I dropped the album. I want y'all to tap into it. You dig what I'm saying? When you listen to each and every song, each song has its own dynamic. But if you listen to the wordplay in there, you will see what's going on. You will see different, like, intricacies. You feel me? Like, my songs, just like how I'm sitting there talking to you, are very meticulous. But at the same time, they're very raw. Just like I'm being raw right now. I'm just CCC with it. You know what I'm saying? Calm, cool, collected. You dig? So, but yeah, once you recognize that you are the gift in the present, then you will understand everything around you that doesn't tap into that or recognize that they are as well in their own story. Because you are the main character in your movie. Your life is your movie. You can look at your life as a business. You're the CEO of your business. You can hire and fire people accordingly. That's when you recognize your power in your life. Just like your job can fire people, promote people, you understand what I'm saying? Demote people, you can do the same. This is when you taking your power back. But see, this is your power that we call it taking our power back, but the Lord looking at it like you just understanding your rights as my child. What do you mean? You see what I'm saying? So everything that we put on a fantastical level, on the level of, oh, I'm so illuminated, I'm so enlightened, is really just you coming into your normalcy as a child of God. This is just normal, just like breathing. You're just understanding how you're breathing, how you're walking, how you're moving. We just call it different things to put us in the form of high society or something like that. But truth be told, once you activate within your own regards, because he chose each one of us to do a certain task, a certain thing. We all have a different purpose. That's why it makes no sense to hate on the other person, because what you have to do once you tap into it may not have anything to do remotely with this person. So with that being said, you cannot compete where you don't compare. And that's not saying that you can't compare on a level of greatness. It's just y'all in two different lanes. It makes no sense to even look at them as competition. And with that being said, it makes no sense to even hate on something that's not even directly stopping you from gaining or losing anything. It makes no sense. These people have no heaven and hell to put you in. You understand me? We give too much things, too much power, instead of tapping into ourselves and giving, you know what I'm saying, and recognizing the power that the Most High has given us. You know what I'm saying? He given us the power to get wealth. He given us the power to do great things on this earth plane. And we want to complain about life and get mad when we look to the left and to our right and people are succeeding. Now, it's one thing to recognize it and like you scratch your head, because I've done this plenty of times. You know that you're doing everything right, and you look into your left and to your right, and you know these folks ain't hitting on nothing. And it's not you judging, but you hear them and you watch them, and some of them will openly admit, you know, they call you the Holy One, and you know good well you got a lot of work to do. But you see what I'm saying? So if you know you already got a lot of work to do, and you tell them this, but they sit there and say, well, no, you know, compared to me, you holy. Okay, that says a lot. You ain't have to judge. That's what I'm getting at. This is just direct observation. This is taking in information as well. It's intel, it's data. I didn't create it. You just around it. You're immersed in it, and you move accordingly with it. You dig what I'm saying? This is how you be able to draw that line, separate the wheat from the tare. You ain't even got to make a judgment. That's why the Lord just saying, just show up, my nigga. You ain't even got to be me. I'm going to show you what it is. You know what I'm saying? Once I show you what it is, I'm expecting you to move with divine common sense. That's all I'm asking you to do. You understand what I'm saying? Be humble. You dig what I'm saying? Stay quiet when you need to, and move accordingly. That's it. You dig what I'm saying? Because once they do recognize you're the gift in the present, all eyes on you like Tupac, nigga. So what I'm saying to you is, if you're being overlooked, and I had to come to this conclusion in a mature way, take it as a blessing. Because when they come to light and who you really are, you better be mentally prepared, because I'm not saying a lot of negative stuff is going to happen, but it's going to be a lot of fakery going on. It's going to be a lot of doubling back. It's going to be a lot of people smiling in your face, but they have different intentions. And if you ain't properly mature in your emotions and being able to recognize signs and patterns, then you're going to get lost in the sauce. And it's going to be worse than it ever was before you had to go into your quote-unquote healing phase to get to the place where you had to recognize certain things about yourself, to immerse into a place of a faith walk, to be activated. You see all these steps and levels? So you don't want to even go all the way back to this. This has been the journey's been long enough. And for some of us, we've been going without. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You know what I'm saying? I can relate to Job, but I ain't gonna go into too much detail with that. But I'm gonna sit there and say that my seasons, it feel like this thing been lasting over a decade, cuz I'm not gonna lie to you. But in the midst of that, I still have to keep fighting. I still gotta show up each and every day. I still gotta drop this music. I still gotta come and talk to y'all. You see what I'm saying? I still gotta show up at the workplace. I still gotta be who I am in my household. I still gotta be the father to my children. You see what I'm saying? Life may keep going on, but you still have to do what you gotta do. You gotta still show up and fight that good fight. And there's no your day is coming, because I know mine is. You know what I'm saying? All praise to the Most High. I'm keeping that faith, and I know it's coming. You dig what I'm saying? But just know, you don't need no Christmas tree, man. You don't need none of that around you to understand that you are the gift in the present. Recognize that. The world, don't worry about the world telling you that. Don't worry about people celebrating you. Understand that as long as you approved and you are anointed and appointed by the Most High God, do you understand how powerful that is? If you understand the depths of this earth by itself, like literally, like understanding what's all in this earth, the earth is like, it got earths within itself and another earth within itself. Is inner earths and inner earths and inner earths in different dimensions. And there's so much just on this earth. This is just one planet. The Most High created this. When you wrap your mind around a lot of things, it humbles you, period. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the entity of all, from the Alpha and Omega, this entity loves us, has compassion for us, and took the time to give each one of us a purpose, my nigga. Like, I think people be hearing this stuff, but I don't think they really understand, like, for real. Like, because we have no real respect or reverence for God these days, like, for real. We talk about it so much and talk about him so much, but I don't think people really understand what we are really dealing with here. I don't think people really understand, man. You feel me? Forget the aliens, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got nothing on the Most High. I promise you. I promise you. We talking about they technology and what all they can do, blah, blah, blah. We only like that because we don't tap into ourselves fully, man. Once you get fully activated within the Holy Spirit, you ain't studying what no alien gonna do, my nigga, because you become one. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm love y'all. Much peace, light, love, and illumination. Shalom, shalom. I'm out. I'm out. You are the gift and the present. You did.